I'm enjoying breathing in this beautiful day, just taking in the sunshine that we are happy to have here in Bali now. And I'm going to just use a few of my oils as I'm getting ready. It seems that today, One Heart is a perfect one to start with. So that's what I'm going to begin. Grab whatever oil you may have or blend and apply it. Breathe it in. Our bowls, I'm excited. Yesterday was the blessing of all the metal objects that we utilize here in Bali. And all of our singing bowls and bells were shined especially for this particular blessing and given a blessing. So enjoy the sounds today. Happy Sunday. Happy Valentine's Day, or whatever day or evening that you are watching this. I'm grateful. I'm going to use my gratitude blend because I'm grateful for each of you who spends these moments of your life with us. Those of you who are here live, we truly appreciate the energy that you add. So I'm breathing in my gratitude and expressing to you my appreciation. And I have so many things on my desk right now that I will attempt not to knock over anything. However, I do not promise. So let's get started. Matters of the heart. The heart, we are each energetic beings. We are energetic beings with so many levels. We have a physical level, an emotional level, a mental level, spiritual, energetic. We are just all energy. And it's not possible really to separate the levels. So I thought I would start at the beginning, at the inside, the innermost part of our being, our physical, the densest portion of the energy being that we are. And what do you do to support your physical heart? Our heart, our physical heart is the center of our circulatory system. Our energetic heart is also the center of our energetic circulatory system. So what's the first thing that we can each do so easily to support our physical heart, which will float on out to the other layers of our energy being? Well, we can move around. We can breathe. This is so easy. We can do it anytime. And as we breathe in an essential oil, that's going to magnify the benefits. So move around, whether you're doing our rainbow qigong, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're walking. Walking is so simple, yet we forget just how important, how powerful these simple things that we can do can be for our overall being. Now, as we walk, we breathe in the oils. Now, what's the first thing Frances takes into her body other than breathing in the oils every morning? Well, nobody's ever going to take my Ningxia red away from me. That is going to support me on all levels, and it is very, very good for your heart. So it just happens to be red. I'm all dressed in my red today for Valentine's Day. It's also the Lunar New Year. So this is a happy, happy time of new beginnings. Whatever we do, we always, every single moment is a new beginning. And we have the choice of doing things the same way or making positive changes. The next thing that Frances does that makes sure she has, and she does this, she takes this supplement with her Ningxia red, is Omega Jazz. Omega Jazz is also extremely important for our circulatory system, for getting us moving, for getting circulation to our brains. So if you'd like to have your brain work a little better, this might be helpful. And then the oils, there are two oils that I would not eliminate. Every time I apply Aroma Life, this happens to be an older label bottle, but Aroma Life. Now I want you to think, or later, at a later time, think about what oils are in Aroma Life. I'll give you a hint. One of them begins with Y, the letter Y. And we'll come back to that later. And stress away. Stress away. Stress magnifies pain. Stress is a killer. Stress causes blockages throughout our entire being. So stress away. It smells good too, and it may even cut some sugar cravings if that's one of your issues. So applying that stress away, breathing it in. Actually, we diffuse, Stephen and I diffuse stress away in our bedroom. And so we're filled with these frequencies of stress away, getting our physical heart on solid ground so that we're removing the blocks so that we can then deal with emotional and matters of the heart. We usually think of in terms of emotional. How is this affecting our emotions? So Stephen loves to tell me that the letters in the word heart are exactly the same as the letters in the word earth. Okay? If you move the H to the back, the H of heart to the back, you will get earth. So as we are heart broken, we are also earth broken. So thinking about focusing on this perspective of remaining connected to the earth, of not being earth broken. When we lose our connection our connection with the earth, our grounding. And this may be a good time to use the grounding blend. Or my favorite, of course, Sacred Mountain. These are blends that are truly, truly helpful to maintaining our connection both with the Creator, the Source, and with the earth, allowing us to remain solid, solidly connected, so that our physical and our emotional, mental, and spiritual and energetic beings are fully integrated, are fully connected. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what the earth element. I drew this card, and this is what kind of started everything. When I had my focus, my intent was to draw, to select the card of focus for today. And earth came up, and surprise, surprise, heart, earth. So this is that frequency of forgiveness, authenticity, and unity. Now, we're going to go through these just a little bit at a time, just to give us a reminder course in this. What does this forgiveness? This is about self-forgiveness. This is also about relationship with self. And isn't that where everything truly begins? Our relationship with ourselves. What do we do to nurture our relationship with ourselves? Do you keep your commitments? It's difficult to keep our commitments to ourselves, isn't it? We say, I'm going to do this. However, other things get in the way. So we block off. This is the frequency, this forgiveness, this pink energy of geranium essential oil. It also is the energy of the rhodochrosite crystal. This frequency of this glyph is what starts everything off. It is essential for every relationship, your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. So as we are applying this, and I'm going to apply geranium, I'm visualizing these little tiny molecules going wherever they need to go to clear out the blocks. It's not that we are thinking of doing things in a different way. It's that we block ourselves on that emotional level. It's painful. It can be, or we have a fear of pain, of opening ourselves emotionally. And when we are not open, when we are blocked, those little blockages, whether they're in the physical heart or whether they're in our energy meridians, in our energy field, those blocks are going to prevent us from the wonders that we can experience when they are eliminated. So this is the first step to clear the blocks. Without clearing, if we leave those blocks in place, we can only go so far. Would you agree? So this is that self-reflection that is probably the most difficult of all. Then we can move along to the next one, which is the authenticity. To really take off our masks, to understand, to look at ourselves and see our magnificence. There is so much more depth to each one of us than we have any clue. We are such magnificent beings. Every single one of you has greatness inside. It's just waiting to be let out. And it can be let out. It has to first, we clear these blocks and we start peeling away those masks, those things that we do to cover up so that others cannot see us as we truly are, and so that we forget who we truly are. Now, what is this particular essential oil that anchors this frequency? Well, it's cedar wood. Copaiba and Hong Kwai also anchor this energy. And the cedar wood is going to allow you to really see yourself, to see yourself in a different way, to take a different perspective, clearing out the blocks and opening your eyes. Stephen gave me some blue blocker glasses for Valentine's so that my eyes will not be damaged by all the time that I spend on my devices, my phones, my computer. And we need to see ourselves. This is going to give us that opportunity. Maybe we'll put it over our eyes as well. I haven't been doing that. This is all about opening up, and I just dropped, I have to pick up my card. I dropped my Unity card. So this is all about, I see the effervescence in this shape, the way that we start down here and float up, and this effervescence become large and then diffusing out into the world. The light, the essence of who we are. And then this third frequency, the third glyph of the earth element, is that unity. Unity is anchored by that essential oil of ylang-ylang. Now, I mentioned earlier these things that do support our physical heart. I mentioned the aroma life, and guess what? Ylang-ylang is part of that aroma life blend because it is so supportive for heart energy, for unity, for having things work together in harmony. And cedar wood, which anchors this authenticity, is a huge part of Stress Away, which also has ylang-ylang. Isn't that interesting? Stress damages the heart. However, as we eliminate the stress, that cedar wood and the ylang-ylang, it's going to make things work better. So I'm not missing an opportunity to apply my ylang-ylang and breathe that in. So, how do we use these together? Well, I love to visualize, as you know. If visualization is something you love, do that along with me. Think about it. If it's not something that you enjoy doing or feel that you are proficient at doing, just make that intent. That the first thing we do is to clear all of those blocks. Blocks to believing in ourselves. I guess believe, this is a good time to use our belief showers too. Believing in ourselves. It isn't what someone else says. It's what you yourself believe, truly at the core of your being. And that is where so many of our issues come, because we may be afraid. Are you afraid of looking deeper into who you really are, into what you really feel. Now, self-sabotage. Many of us sabotage ourselves before we get started, or when we're almost to the goal. We almost are right there to accomplish something that we choose to have. We do something to sabotage. This was one of my great patterns, and this particular frequency will assist in removing that if we use it over and over. As we look at these 3 glyphs together, intending that the frequencies of the geranium, the copaiba or cedarwood or honkwai, and the ylang-ylang work together to allow us to overcome our feelings of self-sabotage, to overcome those blocks that every one of us has. Then our relationship with ourself changes dramatically. And as our relationship with ourself changes, we are willing to open our heart and truly have meaningful relationships with others. So this week, as you go along, moving through your daily things, I jotted down some of the questions that are in the Journey to book, right here. This is our Journey to book on the earth element. They're just questions for reflection. And before I look at these and throw these out, I'm going to just suggest that each of you close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Breathe in, feeling the very molecules of the essential oils, the frequencies of these glyphs, the shapes, the colors, whatever it is that you choose, just the intent to feel the molecules unblocking at all levels throughout every portion of your being, no matter where those blocks may be, lifting those veils of illusion to allow you to see your own magnificence. And intend that these frequencies will download the healing of your own true cellular memory. We have the power to change our DNA through intent, through physical things that we introduce into the body, the oils, the colors. Intent is at the base of it all. And we have the power to truly heal every aspect of ourselves. The question is, do you fully believe it? So you may choose to use believe, as I do, multiple times daily. So I challenge you this week to just take a few moments every day to breathe, to move around, whether it's exercise, qigong, whether it is walking, yoga, whatever it is, to take a few moments and look inside. Look inside, intending to let go of whatever beliefs they are that are holding you back, that are preventing you from opening up and allowing yourself to be who you were created to be. So have a beautiful, beautiful week filled with lots of happy experiences, unfolding this new being that you are presenting to the world.